Dr. Joel built Lexi her palace. It was made of thick log and cut out windows. It was beautiful on the small island. From the window you could see the Pacific Ocean. On the other side, a waterfall of fresh water. Many unnative tropical trees grew there. The land was filled with many fruits, bananas, and berries. It was beautiful. The water was clear as the sky. The clouds that covered the sky were full and fluffy, much like what you would like it to. Much that like the clouds that covered the sky were full and fluffy, much like you would like to sleep on. Marcy Goldstein was head of security for the Princess Lexus. She was always outsmarted by Ricardo. He seemed to always mess things up for her. She had the wits to take him out. However, it seemed that he was always getting in her way. One time, he was able to almost cross the wall in the fort and castle. The castle was not surrounded by many kinds of moats, so it was hard. It just had a wall and a river that lined the back of the fort. His defense strategies were not up to par, and he would later find out that she would join forces with Huck to complete a full military lineup. The strategies would lead to the fall of Ricardo's fleet and army. Queen Melissa was always ill. She had been in and out of bed for many months. She was on medicine that she thought was secure. However, Ricardo had secretly been slipping berries that would poison her in her medication. The Queen had been having Gilbert give her the medication. The only thing that the Queen didn't know is that she was near her death, because the villain Gilbert had been working for Ricardo for some time. Queen Melissa had been outsmarted many times by the villain and almost been outnumbered by them many times. However, her great numbers of scouts led to an outbidding number to Ricardo. So he set sail to bring in more troops to see if he could defeat the Queen for her money. She was a wealthy woman whom at one time lived in luxury. It was difficult for her life now because Ricardo was always nearly outsmarting her too. Ricardo was not challenged in the military. His wealth was low and could not outnumber or bribe the Queen many times. His strategies were supreme. And Clarence were the captains of the sea. They brought much food and peacocks to the Queen's natives. They were the only sailors the Queen knew. They were not expert in the Queen's military, but had outsmarted Ricardo's sailing skills. In fact, they were able to bring the notorious B.I.G. and Huck to the island. With big maneuvers, they were able to swiftly move through the open waters. However, Ricardo was catching on to these skills. One incident, Akeisha was at the wheel of the ship. She outmaneuvered Ricardo's pirate ship to bring her to the gold-plated furniture for France and Central America. Akeisha and Clarence had pulled through many times without the protection of the Queen, and if to save her they will be doing with the medicine she had needed, they would have to pull another load for her once again. Julius, with his mind-altering techniques, had tripped up Clarence. As he was loading the ship, Julius put a mind-altering technique and caused Clarence to trip and fall and break his leg. It cost Clarence $100,000 to have a stub placed on his leg. As for some time, Ricardo was swift in being involved in knowing that cutting off the food supply of protein shakes to the Queen and Arnold would cause severe illness to the native island people. This would bring Captain Akeisha to make her first run for Princess Lexi. She would be bringing much needed military supplies with no security to Huck and the gang, as Tom was so far off with Yumiko in Japan.
I'm gonna love you like no one's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true. Well, if you let me, you're gonna love me like no one's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and wouldn't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we out of the money, yeah, but I'm with you always. I'm with you rain or shine. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and wouldn't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we out of the money, yeah, I'm with you always. I'm with you rain, wash, yeah.